We land in the United Arab Emirates at Ras Al Khaimah and then drive to Dibba, where we cross the border into Oman. Next we board Dhows, motorized versions of the ship that has plied these waters for centuries. That's the flag of the Sultanate of Oman, flying from the stern of our Dhow. It looks like a harsh and unforgiving place with people clinging to an existence on the edge of the sea. We feel like we're headed back in time. Except for the motor, this fisherman is doing what generations before him have done. Then an ultralight buzzes the Dhow and the spell is broken. We find ourselves at the Six Senses Resort at Zighy Bay. The rooms hide in the vegetation along the sandy beach. It looks like a great place to relax at the midpoint of a strenuous trip. The rooms have all the modern amenities, but try to give a feel for the local ambiance with rock walls and woven reeds. In the morning, we have to make a choice between the past or the future. About half the group are headed to Dubai to shop and experience the future. The rest of us are relaxing at the resort or maybe do some exploring in this timeless place. The most intrepid of us are going snorkeling. Our guide takes us to Sanat, a sheltered cove that's home to a seasonal fishing village. Drifting with the fishes is the best form of relaxation for me. The reefs that line the Sabatyn Peninsula are some of the most northerly coral reefs in the world. After a couple of relaxing hours, it's time to head back to the resort. We take in a little more nature. And then it's time for lunch. This afternoon, we're exploring the rugged backcountry by 4x4. People have lived in the Sabatyn Peninsula for thousands of years. Imagine this little settlement without power poles, and not much has changed. The people here herd goats and fish for their livelihood. We're traveling up a wadi, a ravine that is dry except during the rainy season, when these cars would be under a raging torrent of water. From the top of the plateau, we can see scattered settlements. Our Sri Lankan guide points out the petroglyphs, but can't tell us anything about who made them or when they were made. The same with these graves, but life goes on in this timeless place. Meanwhile, the rest of the group are taking in the outrageous architecture and the juxtaposition of new buildings and old dhows on Dubai Creek. I'm sure they found some bargains in the gold souk. It's dark when we all get back to Zighy Bay. We're having a multi-course tasting menu at the Sense on the Edge restaurant. We look out over Zighy Bay and the lights of the resort. The plates were inventive, beautiful, as well as tasty. In the morning, we retrace our path, first via the Dhows, then by SUV to the Ras Al Khaimah airport, where our plane is waiting. From here, we're flying to Tirana in Albania,